This is a super build video for the 30571 Lego Polybag. Does this set take flight? Let's find out. This is a Lego Polybag 30571 and it has 65 pieces. Sorry I'm not holding up the bag, but I didn't open it pretty well, and so it is very easy to have the extra pieces fall out. So I have it packed away. This is one of the 301 creations that Lego has released. And it came out in 2019-2020 and is now a retired product. As mentioned, it has 3-in-1 builds, so despite only having 65 pieces, there is a bit of a replay to it, because you can build one, tear it down, build another, tear it down, and build a third one. You can also find MOCs on the internet where people take sets like these and combine them with others and make even larger creations. It's an idea. One thing I do not like about this is doing one of the things that Lego has done recently, where when they give you the instructions, they only give you the instructions for one of the builds. The other two are on their website and you have to go there and download them to use them. It's convenient that they're there, and I use my iPad to go and build them, but what happens when Lego takes the site down? What happens if there's no internet? You're stuck with having to try guess how to build it. In my build, you'll notice that when I built the Pelican, it was missing some pieces. That was not Lego's fault. I first thought when I built the toucan that it was missing a piece for the wing, and I sent off for a replacement piece. And despite it being retired, Lego did send me one. And as I was unpacking it, I found the missing one. However, during the week and a half that I had misplaced it, I had put it into a bag, but put the bag where a ferret could grab it, and she ran off with some of the pieces. And since I had already asked for some of the one piece already from them, I was not going to ask for more pieces that I lost on my own. Especially since they had not messed up on the first one, it was my fault. I think it's a bit of a cheap that it has 2 birds and 1 bunny, rather than 3 distinct creatures. But I did enjoy the bunny. It was pretty inventive, making that out of the same parts of the birds, and having it come out looking quite different than a form of 2 legs and 2 wings. It was neat being able to use the wing spread points as its ears, and it was pretty cute. In fact, at some point I might go back and rebuild it as a rabbit, because I think that's a little bit cuter than the pelican. However, one thing I absolutely loved about the pelicans is the use of a big orange box for its mouth. I had that piece and I could not figure out what it was for because it wasn't used in the first 2 builds. And when I got to the 3rd one, I started building it, it was awesome. It just made this big, huge pelican mouth like you expect them to have. Big enough to include the little fish that came with it. The set came with a tiny little boardwalk that you put to the side and a fish you can put in the middle. I prefer to not have the boards on there, 1 because I lost one of them, and 2 because I also lost one of the pieces for the legs, so I only had 1 leg for my pelican. But also, even if I had a choice, I'd put them there because you can snap the legs to the boardwalk and make it look like a piece of brick and not have the chance of getting the pieces separated. As far as accessories, the only one that comes with it is the fish, and I guess you could say the boardwalk. These retailed for $4.99 when they were at the stores, but they are out now, so I had to buy mine on eBay. I ended up spending about $10.99 including shipping, which I felt was a good price, but I wouldn't pay too much more for that unless you're a hardcore collector. Maybe I'm turning into one because I want some others now. Because it's Lego, it's got the great quality Lego has, and everything fits together well. The instructions are good, despite the fact that you have to download 2 of them. So it has a Lego charm. I'm giving this a 3 out of 5, mainly because of the way the instructions were done. It takes an extraordinary set for me to do a 5 out of 5, so I would not have gotten that. It is the great Lego quality you expect, so it is a 4 out of 5, but not having the instructions takes that down a peg. It also has the downside that it is a small number of pieces, despite having 3 in 1 build. You can find these on eBay. They usually sell on $7 to $15, depending on if you're paying the shipping or not. All in all, a pretty neat set, and I enjoyed building it. Thank you for watching my video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to tap that button so that it will ring the bell and let you know that I put up new videos when it decides to do so. Please leave comments if you have any questions, or if you've built this one, what did you think about it? Did you lose as many pieces as I did? Probably not. I have to be more careful in the future. I want to thank y'all all for watching.